very warm welcome into our Aramco Powered by House studio, where Rach and I are going to take you through all of the storylines, all of the drama from the second round at the Aramco Team Series, and it was the culmination of the team event. Team Tamburlini were the history makers with the tied record score of 43 under par as a team. This was the wonderful winning moment. Every single player contributed to that score. And Team Tamburlini, well, Chiara knows how to lead her team. That's back-to-back Aramco Team Series victories. They won in Aramco Team Series Shenzhen, and then Chiara led them to victory here as well. So this is a little highlight from one of the superstars, Mimi Rose, who is playing in this team. She's just turned professional in September, Rach, Curtis Cup star, and now a winner on the Ladies European Tour.
I know, this is what dreams are made of, and this is what you put all the practice in. Works extremely hard with Lawrence Farmer. I used to work with Lawrence, an amazing golf coach, very simple, and she just seems so free. You can tell she's enjoying it, learning so much from Chiara Tamburlini, and what a victory.
What a victory indeed, and what an opportunity to learn from the woman who, yes, she's led two successful Aramco Team Series teams under her name. It was such a convincing win by 10 strokes. She kept the team going, but she also is Rookie of the Year. She's an Order of Merit winner, and for Mimi to be able to spend 2 days alongside her, incredibly special. Let's focus on the individual, because there was a lot of low scoring and a lot of birdies in the team as well as the individuals. Low scoring in the teams, low scoring in the individuals. This golf course is yielding a ton of birdies, Rach, as evidenced by Fatima Fernandez-Cano. How impressed with this from a young woman who almost quit golf not that long ago?
I know, crazy. It's, do you know, the hardest thing if you are injured, and what she was saying, she didn't know whether she could find a cure, and she did. Now, this score was one off Alison Lee's course record, and the course was 700 yards longer. She came into the studio, she spoke about how great her proximity was. She said she kept hitting it inside 20 feet and making the putts, and her distance control with her putting was what made the difference today.
What do you want to see?
Let's have a go at 12 to start with, one of her birdies.
She went on two wonderful runs, a run of 4 in a row in the front nine, and this was the last one of a run of 3 in a row on the back nine.
Now, she said to me this was lucky, and I said it wasn't. You used the contours of the course, you used that downslope, that set up one of her birdies, again helping that average proximity for the day.
Okay, do you want to pick out anything else?
Let's go look at 17. This is one of the tougher par threes. We mentioned how much this green is tricky, but if you hit it this close. Her iron play, she hit one on the mat, she's striking it fantastically, and her energy meter score was extremely good compared to the field, and that equates to great ball striking.
Okay, so that was Fatima and her journey. Charlie Hull was up there as well. She's going to be in this final group alongside Pia Babnik. She's just 2 back. But Pia, how impressed are you from this young woman? Because she was at one point inside the world top 50. She since fell out, had a little bit of a tough time, but now has a new coach and is newly back in action.
Yeah, Matt Belsham, who interestingly also teaches Charlie Hull, used to teach me. I sound like I've heard every coach in the book. Do you know what's most impressive is the mentality?
Yeah.
Going off like a Lydia Ko and then, you know, coming back shows that you're a world-class champion. And look at those birdies. Also, changing coach and trusting technique is a very different thing, putting it under pressure in performance. So her and Matt obviously working extremely well together. Okay,
I'm going to pick the hole first this time. I'm going to go for 14. This par 3 is super tough. It's about 165 into the breeze, off the right. And she produced this absolute stunner. There won't be many people that are making birdie here on 14.
Definitely not, and you make a good point, Henny, because there's one thing testing technique when you're on the mat, but when you're in different conditions, having to adjust to different winds, different climates, it just shows that she's raring to go this week.
Okay, your pick now. What do you want?
I've done that 17. What should we go for? Oh, we'll go for 17. Let's have a little look. I've always gone for 17. It is such a good par 3, and it just shows how great. 164 it's playing. Again, slightly downwind this one, and the complexities of this green. We've seen so many 3 putts on this one, and this was an outside chance.
Yeah, and I like her energy. She's very different from like a Charlie Hull or a Chiara Tamburlini if we're looking at other successful players in the LET. She's very calm and almost embarrassed to be up there at the top of the leaderboard, but we know her pedigree and what she's capable of because she nearly won the Chevron Championship, the first major of the year, a couple of years ago. And
that is such a good point. You could see how soft and gentle and also a bit emotional, you could tell in the interview she did with Kate. And I'm excited for her to pick it up against Charlie Hull. What an experience. And B, you know, how much are we're gonna see two different styles of golf, two different mentalities, and it's gonna be a great watch tomorrow.
It is indeed. It is all going to be a fantastic battle for this Aramco Team Series Riyadh. The stage is set, it's a birdie fest. We have some of the best players in the world all competing, ready to try and lift that title.